and have to be on the computer. I was not expecting to do this. I was hoping I could do it off my phone. Cause sometimes y'all know that some of the videos that I be doing is really I'm in the bed. Literally, I'm in the bed on the phone talking to y'all like I'm on the phone with a friend. That's what makes it so funny for me. And like, especially so the video that I did about Arian's car allegedly getting repossessed, the video I did about I think the video I did for I can't remember, but a lot of these videos I have recorded from my phone in the bed, but sometimes it don't work that well. So guess a nigga gotta get up. All right, but like I was saying, y'all, like outside from, that Arian's, womb is, is like a war zone, like a ground zero. That don't really give us the right to go and try to destroy her life. I'm sorry to inform y'all of that, but I just don't agree. And I know that everybody wants to be like, but what about what she did to Mel? What about what she did to Mel? I was like, that still don't make sense for you to be doing that. That don't make sense. I thought that every time she spews evil, it comes back on her twice. Understandable. I get that. But if it's not like it's some inanimate force, it's us. Desandra. It's us. It's not some inanimate force that is just causing Arian harm. It's us. It ain't y'all acting like y'all are the karma. We are not her karma. So Miami Gardens, listen to this. So yesterday I was on Hey Girl Hayes live, and she had basically interviewed this girl that that had bought Arian Curry's her business page and bought her LLC from under her, and she no longer has control underneath that LLC. And I'm not gonna lie, Arian probably did not have all of her business straight, but let's be real, new entrepreneurs don't know everything, especially when you're doing everything on your own. It is so many different things about running a business that we all probably don't know about. I went to business school, and I double majored. I double majored in business analysis, and then my other major was marketing analysis, marketing analytics and research. And it's probably still things that I don't even know about running a business. Because I'm not an entrepreneur. At least I don't have the want, at least for right now, to be an entrepreneur. That's things that are gonna have to happen later on in life. But I'm saying, even I don't know everything. So how would y'all expect her to know everything and know all of the steps on how to run a business and things like that, and then for you to go out of your way to buy her LLC and to buy her property? Mind you, she has 2 children. Now, does that stop her? Does that excuse her behavior? Absolutely not. I'm not saying that her doing all of that to Martell's, Peter Weeder, that's okay. But when I'm saying that we don't have the right to go on Melody's behalf and make this girl's life a living hell. Number one, we have nothing to do with this. Number two, we don't even know none of these people, including Melody. If one of y'all popped up at Melody's house dressed just to say hi, I hope y'all know y'all getting arrested. She don't know y'all. And she will not take responsibility if you end up getting locked up because you're starting to get obsessive. And then what's the weirdest thing about this is y'all in y'all 50s. Y'all be in y'all 40s. Y'all be in y'all 30s doing this. Love and Marriage Huntsville does not have the youngest, the youngest fan base. It's not like a Love and Hip Hop or a Bad Girls Club, if you know what I mean. Dessandra says, I did the same thing with a married man in my 20s and lost everything from the time I was dealing with him. Self-respect, car, until I had the courage to stop on my. But I'm saying though, but did you have a whole fan base coming after you? Like calling your job, getting you fired? Did you have that, Dessandra? Because if you didn't, then this story does not really, compare. Like stealing your LLCs, buying your business from you. And then like I'm sitting here, I was sitting there waiting, after the interview. I thought what was gonna happen. I thought the girl was gonna say, and then when me and Arion were cool, she messed with my man. Arion did this to me, Arion did that to me, and I just don't respect that because I'm a real woman. I thought that was gonna be happening. I thought that's what was gonna be said. This lady brought up Melody and Arion sleeping with Melody's husband. And I'm up here like, I know dang on well you didn't do this on behalf of Melody. I know that that's not what you're telling me. Because if you did, you looking crazy right now. Patricia says, I agree with you, Jeremy, because coleslaw would get her karma. Plus, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. Exactly. I don't believe in getting vengeful like that. I mean, unless somebody sleeps with my man or something like that personally. But I just find it a little bit odd, and I'm not gonna hold my tongue about it. That's weird to me. That's weird to me. And one thing you're gonna get here is an unbiased opinion. Now, I'm not one of these people who are like, who is a huge fan of Melody. I'm not a huge fan of any of the Scots. I'm not a huge fan of nobody on the show. I just like the show in general. The characters to me are interchangeable, except for Melody. I feel like I like seeing her on the show. But that, like, I'm not a part of any type of fan group. Like, you ain't like, if you call me a millimeter, I might slap you. Cause I don't know what that sounds like, but it's like you telling me I got bills to pay. And I ain't paid my bills. Something about a millimeter makes me feel like, the power companies is in the back of my house getting ready to turn off the power. I don't know. Something about that name, like it bothers me. Maybe she needs to change the name of her of her fan base. The millimeters. I was like, is that how they find out how much power you use in a month to charge you on your bills? I don't know. Something about that gives me that. But anyone could have did that. Hold on. What's going on? Yeah, and I'm saying, like, there was no need for that girl to even buy her LLC and website. The girl was already getting her karma. Now God is going to handle the girl who did this to Arion for being so vengeful. And that's what I'm trying to say. We are not God's karma. Like, God is not gonna throw me out to ricochet against somebody's forehead because they slept with somebody else. Man, like, God is not throwing us out here like boomerangs to hit somebody in the head. Like, that's not what we're here for. Like, God is not gonna use you specifically as somebody's demise. I think. I mean, I take that back. Nah, that does happen. You might be a part of the demise of somebody, but I don't think that this is I don't think this is it. I don't think that this is what he meant by that. Like, cause I was gonna say, like, y'all remember King Saul? He got pushed out of the royal chair by David, and David was God's chosen one. If y'all remember that, I know sometimes I be giving y'all Bible stories and stuff like that, but yeah, like, God will bring somebody up to push somebody out, but I don't think that this is that case. Mahogany still says perhaps she should have contacted Arion and suggested that she should purchase her websites and LLC. Absolutely. But the thing is, she probably don't even know how to contact Arion. She don't even know this lady. She don't even know her. Like, and I'm saying, like, now I'm starting to understand why she was having that breakdown, because literally people are buying her businesses from her. And then I feel like, even if she did, like, so y'all, suppose Arian was smart enough and took all of that penis out of her mouth, to graduate college, and graduate to get her nursing degree and become an official nurse. Do y'all think the fan base would have let her have a job? Y'all don't think the fan base would have called any place that she worked at and got her fired? Y'all don't think that? Because I feel like that's what would happen. I feel like that's definitely what was going to be happening if she did go to nursing school, graduate, and get a job at this point. Because I promise y'all, I did not know that it got this bad until I was listening to that live yesterday. I was like, hold on, Kane, you don't think they bought her website and her LLC? The fans did, because of what she did to Melody. The fans bought her LLC. Child, listen. They is out here being obsessed. Arian probably gets dozens of DMs from bitter ex-wives daily. It needs to stop on both ends. And I like, didn't I tell y'all this? Didn't I tell y'all this on one of the videos? I say now, it's a little bit different to go on people's, like, personal lives and personal, pages, and berate them with insults. I say that's why you come over to the YouTube streets and then you come and say all of that stuff underneath our videos. But when you go out of your way and go find somebody, when you go out of your way and go search somebody up and then comment something hateful underneath their post, underneath, their videos, or under something like that, it's not right. And it's really weird to me. It's giving me obsessed. Why you so obsessed with me? Bitter ex-wives is the term you use for wives that have been cheated on, giving coleslaw mentality. Child, listen, that's not the point here. Like, you know what I feel? I feel like I'm saying reason, and then everybody keeps on saying, but what about what she did to Mel? Like, ma'am, you just hit her with a baseball bat. But what about when she did that to Mel? But ma'am, you don't know her. But what about what she did to Mel? Like, you didn't stole all of the TVs out of her house while she was going, while she was on the bus on the way to, Family Dollar. And I stop you, and you up there like, but what about when she did this to Mel? I need to take these TVs. That's her karma. Like, it's not, you are not her karma. You are not. You have no right to come to this woman's property and do this. Or go to this woman's, like, workplace or place of business, whatever that may be, and, try to destroy it because you're mad at something that she did to somebody that you saw on TV. I don't know what about that is not connecting. I don't know what about that is not, like, hitting. Or maybe I just have way too much to lose. Maybe I am just a little bit too much professional. Maybe I'm just, more conscious. I don't know, but it's coming across weird to me, and I don't respect it. Why y'all acting? Oh, dang, these comments are going by fast. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on. So let me see. Nicole Bay said Arian was doing too much publicly. That is why this happening. But we don't have any right to, like, destroy her places of business because we don't like something that she does on social media. She hasn't came out and disrespected anybody specifically that's a part of the fan base. I mean, unless you go to her lives, of course. But it's not like she didn't call that girl out, like effed her man or anything else like that for y'all to be doing that. No, I don't know. Boo, boo, throwing tomatoes, 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 tomatoes. Like, no, what is wrong with y'all? But what about what she did to Mel? 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 But what about what she did? But what about what she did? That's what it's coming up. That's what y'all sound like to me. It's like a choir. Like, I did not choose this A and B selection. Get it up out of here. Why y'all acting like folks don't get lessons in life? Lessons are learning tools for all of us. Arian is not exempt from that exactly. And, like, even myself, Like I said, now I know that I may not be the most nicest when it comes to Arian, but in no way, shape, or form am I going to sit here and follow her, you know, insult her and do all of this stuff. I just do this stuff on the YouTube. I drag on the YouTube based on the content that she gives me. I don't go to her directly and tell her this stuff. Now, if she came over here and wanted to get ate up, that's another story. But I just think that's weird. But what about what she did to Mel? But what about what she hold on. I promise y'all, by the time I come back on live again after this, I am going to have a whole song, and I'm gonna have a whole A and B selection. I'm gonna make an intro for that, an outro, a chorus, a break of sorts. And I'm gonna make sure that this is good. And also, y'all, can y'all please give me my tens, because I have not cussed one bit, and we 30 minutes in. We 30 minutes in, and I ain't cussed yet. Period. I bet y'all didn't think I could do it. I bet y'all didn't think I could do it, but yes, I can. Because YouTube has definitely not monetized my last 3 videos, and I am definitely salty about it. Baby, listen, when I saw them yellow dollar signs, I was like, wait a minute. Not this video got 4,000 views, but I don't get nothing from it. Oh no, absolutely not. I was like, I'm gonna have to think of a good medium. I'm gonna have to. They told me the guidelines on the cuss words that I'm allowed to say, y'all. Ravine, y'all want to know something? It'd be so funny to me when y'all be like, "Go, Jeremy, go." I just, it's almost like I'm at a race. Like, go, Jeremy, go, Jeremy, go. I'm like, but I'm still here. What are you talking about? I don't know. Nicole Bay said side chick was talking too loud and she offended a lot of women. How did she think she could behave so badly in front of everyone? I mean, that's when you block somebody. That's when you unfollow them. That's when you just don't tune in to anything that they have to say, or you come to my video and then you drag her with me. But that does not mean that you go to her page, comment hateful things to her, or go to or go to any type of business page that she has and steal it from her. No, no, because at the end of the day, y'all are offended by a viewpoint that she has on a situation that only she is involved in, not y'all. I don't understand that. I wouldn't want to be the person that is trying to hurt someone. It will come back on you. We supposed to be Christ-like. Mel shows the best example. Well, I don't know if Mel shows the best example. I wouldn't say that, but I definitely agree that we should be Christ-like. I don't think Mel shows the best example, because one thing Melody is petty. Um, Naturally Dope says Monique King up on an early Saturday when I should be sleeping in, but I like Jeremy. He is hilarious. Thank you. I just be doing my thing or whatever. And go out and buy my new single. What about what she did to Mel on iTunes coming near you? And that's on Per. Make sure you go buy that. It's on streaming services. I'll give y'all a little snippet right now. But what about what she did to Mel? But what about what she did? But what about what she did? But what about what she did? But you stabbed her. But what about what she did? But you hit her. But what about what she did? But you stabbed her. But what about what she did? Like, y'all, come on now. And I'm saying, like, this is y'all are like, ain't no way I have more sense than people twice my age. Ain't no way. Faith substance that's going to be in my head all day. You're welcome. You're welcome. America's Mistress, my foot. Like, I'm done. Like, I don't know what about this is not connecting with you, Nicole Bay. What about this isn't connecting, sis? That y'all don't have the right to exert y'all form of righteousness onto this lady. Y'all do not have the right to go and try to destroy her because of something that she did to somebody you don't know. It ain't like she killed nobody. She just slept with somebody's man. It was like, now listen, I ain't gonna hold you. Some of us probably even did that unknowingly, slept with somebody's man. But at the end of the day, this coochie was still getting beat up, right? The vagina was still getting shout out to vagina, shout out to Mama Joyce, but the vagina was still getting beat up, right? Hey, D's verdict. Child, Goddess Godiva said, "What's going on now?" Like, child, like so. Goddess Godiva, listen to this. So, hey girl, had an interview yesterday of a fan that had comments for of a fan that was commenting underneath her videos the day prior. So she scheduled the interview, and the woman had basically said that she owns the right to Aries, boutique, Aries, shopping with Aries or whatever the hell that the name of the LLC was. And at first I thought and I'm gonna say this based on what I had the little bit I had seen the day prior, I thought that this was a business partner of Arian that had fell out with her and just took full complete rights of the business. But the next day we ended up learning that no, she just a fan of the show, and she just went out of her way to buy her LLC from her and to buy her website from her underneath her nose and basically steal it from her. And I'm saying, so at this point, who's getting the money from all of the dresses that sold out? Hmm? Who's getting the money? Are you getting the money from the business? I'm saying who's getting the money? Where's the money going? Because the website says that the dresses are sold out. So where's the money going? Where is it headed and where is it coming from? Hmm? Coleslaw needs to relax, relate, release, recalibrate, and readjust. I think that the fans need to do that too. I think the fans need to do that too. Miss Natalie says a lot of people act like they live the perfect life and makes no mistakes. We all make mistakes from time to time, but none of us deserve, to have someone purposefully come after you and make your life a living hell. I agree. How is Knox gonna eat? I don't know. I don't. But then again, like these are the same fan bases that said F Knox. F Knox. To hell with Knox. That's what they were saying. Give me 1 second, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry. I need to get something to drink. My throat is dry. Hey, just simply. And I'm saying none of y'all could be these people could be my friend. Cause let you come to me and say, "Oh, girl, guess what I just did?" And I'm up here what's going on? What you did? Tell me why I just went and stole Coleslaw's LLC in her business from her. I'm gonna be looking at you like, what? Why would you do that? But what about what she did to Mel? But what about what she did? But what about what she did to Mel? But what about what she did? Like, no. Absolute, I would eat you up. I was like, girl, you don't even know this lady. You don't know what type of karma she's getting in her personal life on a daily basis. Having to have Martell in your life as a father of your child and not being able to escape the grasp of this scoop ball headed dude. That's enough karma, in my opinion. But every single time I talk, I try to tell y'all some sense or some reason. The only thing y'all gotta say to me is, "But what about what she did to Mel? But what about what she did? What about what she did?" Goddess Godiva says, "My number one rule is don't play with my livelihood. Arian may be a mess, but she never went for their checks. Fans need to check." Exactly. And I don't feel like we calling y'all out like we need to, and I'm gonna do it. I don't give a damn if y'all stop liking the video or not, because at the end of the day, I have 2 degrees, I have a whole job, and I don't do this necessarily for the money, although the money is a perk. And if y'all ever wanted to give, like, to give me some money, I wouldn't deny it. I wouldn't deny it. But I'm just saying that, like, I'm not about to sit here and be like, tiptoeing around y'all because I'm scared y'all not gonna like my video. Also, please like the video. Please like the video. Please like it. Now I'm contradicting myself. I'm dead. But nah, for real though. But like, we really don't have no right. Okay. So ooh, these comments is going by fast. You so funny. Thank you. I don't know why y'all be thinking I'm so funny. Cause I promise you, nobody in my personal life thinks I'm funny at all. My friends don't laugh at my jokes. They look at me with such a straight face. I only make y'all laugh, but when I try to tell my friends this stuff and I try to do my little jokes, they think I'm so corny. Grand Rising, Sugar Essen. How are you? All right, y'all. So let's get into some other things that I also wanted to talk to y'all about real quick. So I've been seeing Martell. No, wait. I've been seeing that there was a video by a specific YouTuber that basically said that, Carlos King or producers from Love and Marriage Huntsville are, trying to get Arion to film behind Melody's back. So I was like, what is going on? Not y'all. I was like, not y'all trying to do that sneaky stuff. I was like, but does that even, then I started to think, but does that even make sense? Because at that point, I feel like Melody would just stop filming. Because I don't think Melody needs this show anymore, in my opinion, based on what I'm seeing. Jeremy, you are a damn fool, and I am here for all of your shenanigans. Keep the videos coming. I will, period. And another thing, Knox was already sick before he went to spend time with Martell and his half siblings. So that was a 15% lie. But at the end of the day, that does not give us the right to go and steal her LLCs. I don't agree. Now, if Melody wanted to go about this, I completely would, support the pettiness. But us, no. We don't know that lady. We don't know none of these people. But they're saying that it's alleged that Carlos King and the rest of the Love and Marriage Huntsville producers basically tried to come on and hire Arion and to bring on her child and start filming for the show. But Melody don't know that. And they saying that she really was asked to have her child come to whatever the hell they were at, for the vacation for the kids, because at the end of the day, it was quote unquote all for the kids, right? But Melody had refuted that and said no, nobody else was invited. That it wasn't open invitation. It was only one person and a mama invited, and that was Martell and his mama. That's what they said. But then now we just got this tea from Straight No Chaser, and I'm not gonna hold y'all. I don't be believing a lot of the stuff that she releases because I feel like a lot of it hasn't been confirmed to be true and didn't end up being true. But I don't know. I guess we just skip over that a lot of the stuff that she be saying be lies. But I don't know. But I guess when you throw an allegedly on there, I guess that makes it all okay. So you could just do another video the next week or the next day and just say something else, right? I don't know. But basically, that's what she was saying. But I don't know how believable that is, because, like, I'm pretty sure that if Arion was filming, then that means Melody would have to be okay with it. And then Tisha would have to be okay with it. And then Kimmy would have to be okay with it. You know, Marceau, Maurice would have to be okay with it. Martell would have to be okay with it. Everybody would have to be in agreement to have her on the show. And she literally has tried to destroy everybody's marriage on the show, literally. So I don't know how much they would, they would be okay with letting her come onto the show and profiting off of something that, they built themselves. I don't know how much sense that makes to me per se, but I don't believe that. Arion will never be on Love and Marriage Huntsville. I'm willing to bet money on that. I'm willing to bet money on that as well. I believe as soon as next season comes, she will still be at that empty house with no furniture, with her hair is still not done. That car still wrecked, no car in the driveway. And Paris literally on a step stool, making Knox a egg sandwich at the age of 1. Child, listen, and that's all alleged. But I'm saying that that's what I believe. It's gonna happen. I don't believe she's gonna be on the show, but if she is on the show, I think that shows how desperate the show has gotten to keep relevancy at that point. If she is invited on the show and Melody is okay with it, maybe if that is the case, then maybe Arion was right at this point. Maybe Arion is the ratings. Maybe Arion is the views. Maybe Arion was everything that the show needs, because if they have to go and bring her on the show because the ratings are slipping, then does that kind of not validate what Chicken Head been saying the whole time? Because they need the drama. DeSosa, I love you. I can't stand home records, but because I think the millimeters are missing about 37 brain cells, I am an Arion fan. The logic is woo. I'm trying to tell you. Now, I'm not gonna be no Arion fan, because if you mess with my man, I'm gonna beat you down. I'm just playing. Oh Jesus, I'm funny to me. But I'm saying that I'm not gonna be no fan, but I'm starting to see things a little bit differently. Y'all are gonna make me dragging Arion not as fun as it was for me in the beginning, and I feel like I'm indirectly, contributing to her getting violated like this. You crack yourself up. Yes, I do. One thing I do up in this house is laugh at myself. I'll be making myself laugh. I am my own best friend. From now on, I'ma be my own best friend. I don't believe that Jeremy Coleslaw is not relevant at all. I don't agree that she's relevant either, but I'm saying if they are actually really trying to hire her because the ratings are slipping, then that must have some what she's saying must have some type of validity. It's hard to watch her. Okay, so Twinkie says it's hard to watch her literally break down so publicly, but she needs to humble herself since she hasn't. Karma keeps coming for her. Everyone has to learn the error of their ways. Absolutely. Everybody has to learn the error of their ways, but that in no way, shape, or form means that we as the fans are, the karma that's going to be coming to them. I don't have no sympathy for Arion or those like her. Shirley, it's not about sympathy. I think y'all are missing the point here. But you know what? I am actually interested in hearing y'all tell me y'all viewpoints on this, and we can actually do a little back and forth, and I can tell you what I think, and you can tell me what you think. But I dropped the link in the comments. I ain't scared. One thing I'm gonna do is stand 10 toes down, in my opinion, and that's on Rolling Ray. That's one thing I'm gonna do. But I just find that strange. Silly of me. And y'all want me to sit here and be like, oh, yes, girl. You better steal her LLC. You better steal her livelihood. You better steal her money. Girl, you better steal her TV. Girl, you better steal her couch. Girl, you better break into her. But you better go rob her. No, that's crazy. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Hey, Shirley. It's Barbara. And I know you might come out of a bag on me today, but I'm here to tell you this. I do have my mace because those millimeters are outside of my house right now because you sicked them on me. But I tell you this, I do know Taekwondo and I will whoop their ass. But that's really all I have.
As Adam.
Go
I just,
ahead. What you
hey,
got to say, Shirley?
what I gotta say. Well, I just came in, so I don't really know what all's been said. But I'm like, what? They're up this early. Um, I did hear the rumors that she is supposed to be on. I think that's just a rumor. I would be shocked if she's on the show. I know she keeps saying that people haven't heard her side, but she told her side. And her
Mhm.
side is, if just going by what she says, she didn't know he was married in the beginning. That's what she says. She fell for him, and she did try to break it off, but he kept pursuing her. And then that's how, that's the relationship. So that's the side to it. It still
So
doesn't
my
make
question,
it. Yes, go ahead.
my question is this: do you think the fans have a right to try to destroy her life?
Who's trying to destroy her life?
The
Oh,
fans are
by
trying to
what?
destroy. You don't think the
Um,
fans are going out of their way to try to destroy this woman's life?
no, I mean it's that are you speaking on someone buying her name or something?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Do I think?
So wait, can I
Well,
ask you a question? Can I
yes.
let me put you in her shoes. So suppose you a slept with a married man, and you and the wife got into it, and it just so happened to come on TV. You didn't sign up for the TV show. They signed up for the TV show, and then they brought the cheating onto the TV show. Then on top of that, the fans started to go after you. After you stupidly,
Mm-hmm.
like expose yourself as as a mistress, then you go through years and years and years of being berated with insults. And now, mind you, people are coming to you saying this stuff, not you going on to YouTube and watching videos about yourself. And then they steal your LLC, they steal your business.
I would
They're
be
trying to
angry.
find your address. They're exposing your child, all your children's fathers.
Hmm.
They're trying to attack your mother. You don't think that any of that, you think all of that is just normal.
It's normal for reality TV. I don't
But
think
she
it's right. I don't think
but
it's
she
right.
not on reality TV is a thing. Martell and Melody are.
Yep, that's true. Um, I if I'm her, I would not be pleased with what's gone on.
But you don't think, but my question is, so you don't think that those are attempts to try to destroy her life?
Destroy her life.
Like destroy her livelihood, destroy any type of potential income that she could make. Okay, let me even put it like this. So suppose Arian did graduate from nursing school.
Uh-huh.
And suppose she did work at a hospital. You don't think that the fans would have been calling up to that hospital?
I think
Putting
some
it put
crazy people would have. I
Okay,
think
so my question is, with all of this now put on the table, do you think that they're trying to destroy her?
destroy the strong word. I think they're trying to inconvenience her life, make her, and some people, they're playing with stuff. And this is very serious.
I mean, I feel like you want to lightly agree with me, and I'll accept that.
You don't
I
accept
understand.
that, or you accept that?
I accept that.
Destroy is
All
a
we
big word.
and y'all, I see y'all in the queue. I'm after I'm finished with Shirley in the next minute or so, I'll let y'all up as well.
Yeah.
All right, don't think I just forgot about y'all.
Yeah. Destroy. I mean, people, there are people out there who will go the extra mile to be messy, or they're bored, or it's just, I don't envy her situation. And I think she's getting a lot of stuff that oftentimes the other woman doesn't have to experience. It's normally the wife who has to bear public shame, hurt, and embarrassment. Had she not even really brought herself out like that on YouTube, she would just be, because when initially when it broke, a lot of the YouTubers were not even going to use her picture. because they're like, I don't want to do. They really didn't. But then when she came out, then everything else came out.
I mean, can I also just for 1
Sure.
second?
Yes.
It's a like Carol Clayton said, she destroyed her life. She should have just left that family alone.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do this real quick. Me. But what about what she did to Mel? But what about what she did? But what about what she did to Mel? But what about what she did? That still don't give you all no reason to go and buy her LLC or to
You
go
don't
and
need a
try to.
reason. That's business. Now, I wouldn't even thought about that because I'm not even like, I don't think that way. But hey, that's business. That's business 101. When you
Ooh,
become
child,
famous,
this
people go.
this live is about to turn up because Mocha Mima is also in the waiting.
You know what?
Child,
Hey,
one thing me and Mocha gonna do is go back and forth a little bit.
that's what she. It's a horrible thing, but that's this is what happens.
I understand, but I want to thank you, Shirley, for
You're
coming up
welcome.
and
Thank
explaining
you.
your thoughts and opinions.
Thank you for allowing me. And
No
stay away from
problem.
my husband. Love
Stop
you.
sleeping with my husband. Nope. I'm sorry, Shirley. It's Barbara can't help herself, and
I
neither can
know.
Arion.
Okay.
I think Barbara may be Arion's mama.
She might be. She did. I guess she didn't learn, honey. I guess she didn't learn.
All right, but I'll talk to you soon. All right, so the next one up is gonna be Ruthie. What up, Ruthie? How you? Ruthie? Ruthie, one more time. I can't hear you. Speak louder for the peoples in the back. I'm gonna put you back in the way. Can press the microphone button that you see and see if that works for you. So I'm gonna put you in the in the waiting room, and then I'm gonna try to bring you back up in a second, okay? So the next one up is going to be Mocha Mima.
Can you hear me, Jeremy?
Yes, I can. I can hear you. What's going on?
Not at all. Listen, that lady didn't me at all. It's like that in business. Arion may have had that domain name. Domain names expire. The money, the domain name will expire, and someone else can pick. That's probably what the lady did. It may not be right, but hey,
It's not.
okay. Arion, whether she worked in a whether she was the president of a Fortune 500 company, whether she did not have to go on Tasha K's show, and all Martell did in that episode was say on. We did not know how to spell the name or nothing like that. The people who live know who she was, and they may have told bloggers, but on camera and let people know exactly who she was. She chose because she thought that was going to give herself a come up and be on that show. She's bad decisions in her life to put her where she is today. Who has done that?
I agree with that.
You know, so that's why it's done that. That lady did not steal her business. Was made a shrewd business move, and like I said, it may not be right. It may be wrong.
I'm saying that like the whole point of it, what okay, so my point of it is that what was the motivation behind it? It wasn't so she could maximize her business. It wasn't so she could show that she's a businesswoman. Literally when we were learning about why cuz at first I thought that the woman knew Arion and they had a falling out, and I thought that's what it was. A little girl doing some vengeance type of stuff. But when she started to break into song, what about what she did to Mel? Then I was like, oh no, this is crazy.
Jeremy, it's very simple. Arion has to do is shut down her business, which is probably not selling stuff anyway, because people keep asking her about sizes, and constantly when you see the comments, people are saying that this is going to be in, and this is sold out and everything. All she has to do is rebrand together. That's all she has to do.
I mean, but
But
like,
I
how
don't
you
even
gonna
believe the girl.
but why she gotta rebrand when the whole thing is named after her?
She has to because she didn't do her due diligence.
Or how about that lady stop
She
being
did
petty and
not
trying
do
to do
the
stuff on behalf of
lady.
Mill
The
and get that
lady
lady back
does.
her
The lady
LLC?
does. The lady does not have. If Arion did what she was supposed to do in the first place, instead of chasing
Understandable.
man, she wouldn't have had that issue. The problem
That's a
was
little
she was listening to marketing with a business manager or some business people to help her go in, instead of this administration in the state of Alabama, because every state has them. I had a small business myself that I dissolved. Every state has those. Listen, there's something for free called Google. You can go on Google, and she didn't do that because she's so busy chasing behind Martell and doing why she slipped up and messed up the bag. That's
I
all
mean,
she had to do.
listen, I understand that. All I'm saying is that like I don't think us as
And
fans we but listen.
Joyce, Joyce in the comments just said it. Melody had to rebrand and boom right there,
Okay, but like
right
at the
there.
end of the day, isn't it like I'm saying that like Mel isn't the one who bought her LLC. It was fans who had nothing to do with this situation.
You know what? Oh
We do not know these people directly.
well. Oh well.
Okay,
You
well,
know what? We learned stuff. She
I
slept
understand I
in
understand that sometimes you
back
may
10
not be
years
as
ago.
reasonable.
10 years ago, she slept with a man who must have been on a break or cheating on his girlfriend, whatever the case was. And 10 years later, she slept with somebody's husband and she got pregnant. Oh, make mistakes and
Okay, my
hiccups
thing,
and
like
all that kind of stuff.
I understand that Mocha Mima, and I like I said, I agree that we can drag her and everything else like that. But when I'm saying to go out of our way to try to tear down any type of business that she does or anything else like that, to me just seems very nasty and very mean spirited. And it's not our place. We don't
And
know
that
Melody. We
and
don't.
that's something that the woman who did it she'll have to deal with that when she goes in front of God. But until then, always go and get another business. Listen, it's as easy as changing, and she can get another. Listen, her business license doesn't even have to be I Shop Aries LLC. It could be in her name, Arion Curry, name of her business, and then she could the domain name could be something. It could be I Shop Aries. It could be
I
Aries
mean,
Boutique dot thing like that. I Shop Aries.
I feel like they'll go out
It
of
could
their
be
way to try to
something else.
destroy that too. They'll probably hack into the website, destroy
Listen,
the coding.
part
Like, listen,
part of the reason she put herself out there. She constantly there, like, she is part of that reality show. If she just and stayed in her place and didn't want to act like she wanted to be on that show, didn't say all these things, and since people, the studies show that black people are the biggest consumers of television, a lot of TV. So that show, we were watching that show like crazy. That show up, right? You still,
Mocha
can you
Mima, you
still
seem
hear
to
me,
be
Jeremy?
breaking.
I had a phone
You're kind
call.
of breaking up. Mocha Mima, you're
You there,
breaking up.
Jeremy? Okay. So you know, she decided she wanted to be on TV. So that's what happens.
I mean, okay, I can
So,
understand. I
oh
can
well, she'll
understand your
be all right.
viewpoint. I
Ariane will be
appreciate you
all right
coming
in the
up.
end.
I
I
I
can't hear
appreciate you
you
for
because
coming up,
I had a
Moklamima.
phone call, so I can't hear it all.
Okay, well I'll put you in the background, okay?
I had a phone call.
All right. Okay, before I let the other people up, I just have something to say. Like, once again, I completely understand everybody's viewpoint about, she put herself out there. That this wouldn't have happened if she didn't, like, do what she did. But I'm saying for us as fans of a show to go out of our way to, deliberately try to destroy something, that even if it wasn't making money, that doesn't matter. Like I'm saying, we don't know these people. And I think that, and like, mind you, people are also trying to find out who her baby daddy name was, find out who her mama is to drag her mom. Like I'm saying that this is like, I feel like we're going a little bit overboard. She ain't even on the show. Why do we care? Now I ain't gonna stop reading the tea if y'all spill it, of course. But I'm just saying that, like, like I feel like us as fans, we're starting to cross boundaries that should not be crossed. But I'll move on to the next person. What's up, Miss Lily?
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, are you in the UK?
Hello. Yeah, I
Hello?
am. I'm in London, in UK.
Oh
Hello.
my. I did not
Afternoon, or
know I
hello.
was reaching London.
You're international, Jeremy. You're international.
Oh yes. That's what I love that. I love that. Okay, go ahead.
I just wanted to make a really. Sorry, go ahead.
I was saying, what are your opinions on this?
It's just a really quick point, really. I don't think that people should be manufacturing other people's karma. If this situation happened by chance, where someone bought the domain or something, or used similar names or something like that, that's something different. But for a fan to be quite vindictive and go out of their way to do that, I think it's a step too far.
And why do you feel that way?
Because at the end of the day, uh, the mistress, or whatever you want to call her, at the end of the day, she's done something, and I understand she's potentially triggered quite a lot of people because of the way that she behaved. She's gone on to be quite vindictive to Mel. Just her persona, her presentation when she does do lives, it's almost as if she says sorry, but at the same time, she does a lot of things that would actually make you think she's not really sorry. So I understand that would trigger a lot of people who watch the show, whether they're a fan of Mel or not, just in their own personal lives. They may have gone through similar situations as women, and they find the mistress quite triggering. But I do think then going specifically to target that person, someone who's not part of your life, they don't have any impact on your life in terms of your day to day, they don't know you, they're not doing that specific thing to you, that's where I think is a step too far.
Oh, child, I'm happy that I'm not the only one. Cause I'm starting to feel like I'm the only one that's sitting here and seeing that this is a little bit odd. Like
Yeah.
I know that I do drag people on this, like on my podcast and everything else like that,
Mm.
but I'm not going to go comment underneath somebody's photo on Instagram and send them hate. I'm not going to, DM them hate. I'm not going to go and try to destroy their business. Y'all can't tell me that if Miss Arian, whoever the hell her name is, did not go, if she worked at a hospital as a nurse, y'all would have been calling up to the hospital getting her fired.
Yeah. And I also think that there has to be limits as well, because this is someone that's gone out of their way to do something specifically to her, and this is not someone who has an interaction with Arion on a daily basis. They don't have I'm assuming they don't have any kinds of relationships or people in common. So it's like, what would be the next step? That's one fan doing that. What would be the next step? Is it someone that's going to now present to Arionne's home or harass her in the street when she's with her children? It's like there needs to be levels. At the end of the day, I understand that she triggers people because of her behaviour, and the way that she presents. But at the end of the day, that will all come back to her. I don't believe that people need to go out of their way to manufacture the karma. That's my issue. I don't think you need to then now, because to me, then you're to some degree no better than her in some respects.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I am so happy that somebody is seeing my point of view, because the fans is eating me up in the comments. They are tugging at my lace, Miss Lily. They are stomping on my forehead, and I am injured. I don't
I
like.
think, do you know what I think? I actually think, why the fans feel the way that they feel is because even though Arionne, or the mistress, sorry, even though some people have felt sorry for her at times, it's the fact that she's quite relentless with trying to attack Melody, and it's almost as if she behaves as if she is owed something. She does present as quite entitled at times. I don't know where that stems from. I don't know what that's about. But at the end of the day, if she continues down that road, no one will need to manufacture karma for her. She will get that. And she may not get it directly in the way that someone's managed to do this domain situation. It can come in other ways. It can come via her children, via her family members. So and this is why I don't believe people need to go out of their way. She's clearly not a happy person anyway. So why people are now trying to do things to make her more unhappy, I don't understand. She's clearly not happy. Someone that's happy would be living their life. They would not be on live constantly ranting and arguing with people who they don't have relationships with or they don't know. Like she would not need to do that. She would be living her life, running her business, looking after her children, and not concerned with what Martel does, and not concerned with what Melody does. She would not, that would not be a concern. She was truly happy and blessed. That would not be a concern for her. That will be the last thing on her mind.
Exactly. And before I let you go, one of the people said, Yoli's Prendergast said, Jeremy, we need to talk about the real lesson here. Do business properly, because you never know what people can do. Cover yourself and your bag. And I 100% agree with that. But I'm saying, what was the motivation behind buying the LLC and the business? Now, it was a difference if you wasn't doing your job and we just so happened to think about the same name, and I ended up trademarking it after yours ended up, expiring.
Exactly.
That would be different. You wasn't handling your business, but to go out of your way to steal it from her because you don't like what about what she did to Mel, but what about what she did like that's not, no. Yeah, she was wrong for not covering her tracks.
Yeah. And the person that done that, they obviously went out of their way to, so their way to target her, and that's the difference. Like you said, if someone done that accidentally, or they just happened to create that business, and then unbeknownst to them, they were able to take over whatever she has, that's something different. But they've actually gone out of their way to research that and target her specifically, and that's where the difference is. And I don't think people need to be going out of their way to do that.
All right. Well, I want to thank you, Ms. Lily, for sharing your opinion and your level-headedness. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you for coming up.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
No problem.
Bye.
All right. So shout out to London. Well, I think that was a Jamaican accent, but shout out to y'all or whatever. Period. So the next one that's gonna be coming up is Ruthie. Ruthie been coming up and dropping down. She's been trying to make sure that this audio is working. So let's all give her a round of applause, Jeff. Hey, Ruthie.
Is it?
It's working, but you are breaking up a little bit. But it's better than nothing. So go ahead.
Okay.
Tell us what you got to think.
But I 100% agree with you, Jeremy. We are not executioner. At the end of the day, I don't care for Arionne. I'm not a big male fan. It's really weird seeing grown women this invested in a person that you don't know kind of mind. I'm sorry. I would ride for her down with this whole Martell up, how the whole thing played out for her. But she is not God. And at the end of the day, armor, regardless, we are not God. We cannot just go and do. At the end of the day, the karma is petty. So what are you really doing this for? You can't snatch nobody's livelihood. She had like her. I don't like her attitude. I don't like how she's handled this situation. But I really believe in grace. We all find ourselves in situations where we believe in, whether she deserves it or not. We know. But at the end of the day, you're literally as a grown woman going to take you don't know just so you can, because you're a fan of a reality star that's never met you. There's a disconnect for me, and I don't think it's right. Like the last caller said, you don't have to map out anybody's karma. They're gonna get what she's gonna get, because obviously there's parts of her personality that's unapologetic. She's gonna get what she's gonna get. But why are you being that petty? Where you taking it like that? Like it doesn't make sense to me. So I agree with you 100%. It's not right. I try to justify, yeah, she slept with Melanie's man, yeah, it was wrong. But at the end of the day, it's not right.
And my thing is, like, I hope that, like Pretty Girl NY or whoever her name is, I hope she's actually gonna start a business with this since she literally bought it. Or that makes it even more creepy that she just stole it from Arion just to be petty on
From
behalf of
her.
Melody, somebody that she does not know.
But I mean, and it's I really have, because I'm not that invested, but it's really weird to me because it's on any type of reality star. Anybody in the fans' eyes, it's like the unyielding devotion that these people have to. This is not real life; it's a reality show. Yes, she went through a real situation, but they're in a producers are pulling their strings and creating scenarios. That's not real life. You don't know Melanie. So it could be a Tara, Amina, and Peter situation for all y'all know. You don't know if you're away. It's weird. I would never agree to stuff like that, because at the end of the day, anybody that's done me wrong, don't play about me, they're gonna get their karma regardless. I don't have to lift a finger, because what's mine is mine, God's vessel. They're gonna get dealt with. But to go look for her, like the dragon of the bait, nothing to do with nothing. People talking about her mom, like the caller said, was next. What y'all gonna stone her? Like y'all gonna pull up on her? It is not that serious over a TV. And I'm not agreeing with none. I don't like Arion at all. I think she's cocky. I think she's as a human. I just don't believe people deserve to go like you want to even that at the end of the day. Like if she was gonna lose it, let her lose it. But don't go out if you said, I hope she use the business for it, because if you're just doing it, just be doing it, you're weird. And you're weird. That's weird. And why are you that invested? Why are y'all that invested in Melanie? Should be the question. Y'all, why are y'all that invested in this woman that doesn't know you? That should be the question.
I can tell you why, Ruthie. I don't
Why?
think you're ready for it. Okay.
What is it?
Don't. But what about what she did to Mel? But what about what she did? But what about what she did to Mel? Because that's the only reason that they have. Anytime you're hitting them with actual, common sense and common decency, they come at. But what about what she did to Mel? What Mel just had to rebrand. But Mel just had to rebrand her company. But Mel just had to rebrand. Like, what are y'all talking about?
What she did, and she looked like she's okay.
And I was like, Mel didn't have to rebrand for her. Mel, if anything, she rebranded because she didn't want to be attached to Martell.
That's what I thought, and that was her explanation, wasn't it? Didn't she say because she wanted to not have him any part of whatever business she was going forward? So I mean, Arion was the reason why she had to rebrand. I thought it was her raggedy ex-husband. Like, and y'all show Arion way more heat than y'all show Martell, but y'all not trying to have that conversation. The heat mean, if nobody,
I'm starting to think that too.
it's evident people drag way more than they drag Martell. Way more. Way more. And I mean, to be honest with past, and I just look at things, you know, I just try to walk a path that cross every T and dot every I. When she was on that live and we was watching her unravel, I did her because sis looked like she is just going through. And I'm not saying that I'm not saying she doesn't deserve it. I made her bed, and yes, when you make choices, you have consequences. That's the game of life. Reap a good consequence. If you make a bad choice, you're going to reap a bad consequence. I'm not saying what, but I don't take pleasure in seeing people suffer. That's just me. I don't take pleasure in it. I mean, unless you just like a demonic, like you out here just killing kids and doing horrible down. But things like this, like people get cheated on every single day. Her word, she divorced that man and moved on. Why y'all still tearing? She lives on her best life. She's taking her kids on vacation. She's happy. She's moved on. While still doing? Y'all should have did this 3 years ago. You 3 years too late. I mean, if you're late at this point, let it go. Let her live out wet. Because at the end of the day, she has no self-awareness, no comprehension skills. She's gonna dig her on. Let her be her. I don't know if this is just triggering for some people who've gone through the same situation. I'm neutral. I'm like you say all the time. I'm not investing in either party. At the end of the day, don't nobody pay. I would never be that invested in somebody on TV. I have a real life with children but at the end of the day, the karma's gonna happen how it happens. You don't have to sit here and attack people. If she worked at the hospital, she probably would have to leave her job because people would be calling the hospital talking about her.
Yeah.
It's y'all. It's too much energy y'all putting in to a person. It's not that deep. It's not.
Yeah. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you for coming up and telling your side, telling what you think, Ruthie. And boy, was you worth the wait.
You know, I had to press my way.
All right, now, like, but can you sing the? Thank you, but can you sing the song for me that I just made?
I can't.
Okay, but thank you for coming up.
All right, I enjoy you.
All right, thank you so much. I enjoy you too. All right, so the next one up, y'all. Yeah, this is definitely not her karma. Y'all crazy. That's what that is. Y'all crazy, isn't it? Y'all are not karma. Why? Like, what? Y'all are not karma because y'all stop thinking that y'all are karma. What is wrong with y'all? Like, yeah, maybe this is it is not her karma. What's up, Curry family?
How are you, Jeremiah?
I'm good.
I mean, I just want to say one thing. I'm from Africa. I'm African, and even though I don't like Ariane because she got nasty attitude towards the whole thing that's going on, but these people shouldn't be attacking her. They should think about the babies that she have. She have to feed in. She have to take care of it. Marcel, whatever he is, he's not really doing a lot for her. They should calm down. This is just a show. It's an entertainment thing that we all watch and we enjoy, even though we like who we like. But they need to really, leave her, give her a break. People they feel sorry for her. I mean, I'm feeling sorry for the girl now, even though I don't even like her. But people are going too far, and this is not okay. Even though this is the kind of attention that she needed, she wanted. That's why she kept coming on, Instagram and YouTube and talking all kind of stupidity. But still, let's think about the human side and leave her alone because that girl is really breaking. She really breaking down. So at this point, she need prayer. She need our prayer. We should start breaking her more. Let's look at the kids. She got children. I feel sorry for those children, and just leave her alone. Melanie she's a big girl. She can find her own battle. Melanie making money. She going on vacation, doing things. Why all this smoke is not going, it's not directing to Mattel? Why people not going after him? He is the main one. He is the bad guy in the whole thing. Everybody should go after him and leave that girl alone. Leave that poor girl alone. That's all I have to say, Jeremiah. And I love you. I watch you every time I be laying like in my bed, cracking up. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much, and I will keep on watching.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Much love to you.
Thank you.
All right. Ooh, this is. Oh, I'm a dude. Oh, your boy international. So that's two. So we calling from two different. So basically, I'm hitting 3 continents. How y'all like that? Period. All right. So the next one up is gonna be Layla. What's going on, Layla? Layla. 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 Okay. She not here. All right, so I'll put her in the chat. And then the next one that's gonna be coming up is gonna be Fem Capital. What's up, Fem?
Bonjour, 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 bonjour.
Are you like wait, where are you calling from?
Haiti.
Oh, Haiti. Period. Okay, so tell us what you think.
Okay. I believe that this is a lot of nuance we can go further on. A lot of people are not gonna like what I'm saying. We can community. It's sad, and whatever Arion did, God will take care of it. I'm gonna say on that part. And Martel is the blame to all of this. Martel. And I don't think anyone should or what she did, because it's that's the problem in the Black community. We need healing, and that's the conversation that a lot of us don't want to have. Instead of us bashing her, trying to like help her, give her some form of encouragement. I mean, but I don't think we should just give up on her.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, I work in education, and I see this all the time. A lot of young Black kids are coming, and then they take it out on the teachers, and when they get older, it become worse. So I think we should try to have our own community to help one another, not degrading. It's obvious that there's a lot of things that need to be done in our community. Are too busy to try to degrade each other instead of helping each other. So, but I do believe help. Martel definitely need help, and we should help one another, not just laughing, making people this way, because at the end of the day, we want to be happy people. That's what we want to be, happy human beings.
Fem Capital, I think you're starting to break
Out
up.
there.
You're starting to break up a little bit.
Hello?
Hello? So Fem Capital, I'm gonna put you in a holding cell, but we heard everything that you had to say up until like probably about 20 seconds ago. So we heard a lot of what you said, but I'm gonna put you in a holding room. I'm gonna bring you back up, and then you can try to work on your audio until then, okay? All right, so the next one up is going to be Tasha. What's up, Tasha?
Hey, good morning, peace and blessings, Jeremy.
Good
Can you hear
morning.
me?
What's up?
All
I
right,
can
can you
hear
hear me?
you.
All right.
Yeah.
I am so disturbed and so angry. Everybody sees that Arion is at a breaking point. And for a fan that don't even really know Arion like that to go and do that, taking her business like that, don't you think that would break this woman even more? You're not thinking about the children, what might happen to the children, because the woman goes deeper into this spiral, harm can come to the children. You don't know what can happen, right? Secondly, you did this, and then you get on Tasha K and talk about it, adding insult to injury. It seems like she is capitalizing on the likeness of Arion for doing that, because you trying to teach somebody humility. You don't, that could be between her and Pretty Girl New York. Is that what you call herself? It could have been between them two. Don't make this woman. Don't add to her detriment like that. That right there is wrong. That's wrong. Now, if you trying to teach her a lesson, as far as you so-called said, why go on Tasha Mack? Now you're capitalizing off of her. If the show wasn't, now you're capitalizing off of her, and you're just a fan. People, we have taken this reality stuff too freaking far. I understand people don't like Arion. I don't particularly like Arion, but right is wrong. But right is right, wrong is wrong. What she did was wrong. She needed to give that woman back her business. You don't know, even though her business wasn't doing nothing in her mind, give that woman back something. It's a lot. A lot has been taken away from her. At this point, now at this point, I feel bad for Arion, because a lot has been taken away from her. She's getting on IG. She's doing her rants. Don't add to her detriment. Don't do that, please.
Well, I appreciate your point of view. I agree with you. Child. But like these people
Yeah,
don't
because then if something terrible happened, and we're like, oh man, that's messed up. Yeah, I mean, it will be messed up. That right there was not called for, as far as the going Tasha K and capitalize on and talk about it. That was just that was foul.
Yeah, I didn't know she even I didn't even know she went on Tasha K. I thought she just went to Hey Girl Hey.
Oh, you hang on her. I'm sorry. Hey girl, hey girl, hey. You're right.
Oh.
She did go on Hey Girl, hey. Sorry, my bad.
I was about to say, she went on Tasha K.
Correction
I was
noted.
like, if she went to Tasha K, she really messy.
No, I'm correction noted. I'm sorry. But either way, we already know that Hey Girl Hey has a big following, and just to take it out of the circle between her and Arion was definitely added insult to injury. And like I said, now she's capitalizing off of the license of Arion, basically, literally. But I doubt if she's going to do anything with the business. I think she just wanted her moment her moment for that moment. You know what I'm saying? But I doubt if I'm Pretty Girl New York going to do anything with those businesses. I would suggest to go ahead and give it back to Arion and keep it moving. Just keep it moving.
Yeah, I agree. And I want to thank you for coming up and basically telling your opinion. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Jeremy and Terry. I enjoy listening to you. And you have me cracking up, laughing all the time. And many blessings to you. Have a good day.
Thank you so much. You too. All right. So the next one up is going to be KB. And Layla, if you want to try to come back up, you can. Anybody else who wants to come up, please. I want to hear y'all opinions. But can I ask y'all one quick favor? Why haven't y'all liked the video yet? Because I feel in my Shenanindo spirit that some of y'all have not liked this video. So I give y'all a minute. I will just chop it up to y'all for getting to do that or whatever, but go ahead, like the video. because that will put me in the algorithm. That'll help more people come to my content, and that'll just help me be the better person that I am, and just help me, like, really excel in this. I would really appreciate that. It don't cost much, to like, all it is a little tap of the finger. Y'all be playing with yourselves, right? That's more than just tapping something. You can just tap on if you like. Go. I'd appreciate it. But on to the next. So the next one up is gonna be KB.
Hey, Jeremy. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, just want to say I love your commentary. Congrats on monetize. Your show is amazing. Just want to
Thank
say I
you.
agree with the previous. I don't think that she should have tried to seek revenge. Revenge is the Lord, so it's for nobody to take revenge on Ari, because then what happened up getting karma yourself. I mean, you can't. You're benefiting off of it. And I agree with everybody comment in the comments saying that all she does. She really needs to stay off of a lot. She needs to be on YouTube trying to make some money from it, because y'all are just making money off of them. But I don't think that Pretty Girl New York did her. I'm a business owner, and I have. You go to her shop, it goes to. Okay, she sells on Shopify, and it goes to her Shopify. So, Pretty Girl New York, that's her name. Go into it. You buy, say, like a domain from GoDaddy, and then take the traffic and route website. I listen to the Gmail addresses, like she went in and addresses. That's not stealing her business. It's not trademark. You can go on to trademark, and that business name is not trademark. So how does she question? Even if she's one day, because normally you have the domain, you either automatically.
K, K, real quick. Your sound is breaking up a little bit. You want to try to stabilize that real quick before you continue. Hello? Can y'all hear me? Something weird just happened. It's like everybody just dropped off all at once. What just happened? It's like did y'all can y'all hear me? All right. Real quick though. Hold on. Give me 1 second. All right. Oh, so KB is back up. But real quick, what I'm trying to say, like, look, I'm not defending anything that Arian has done. That is not why I'm here. I'm not here to defend ignorance and things like that. But all I have to say is that us going out of our way to deliberately, do something to spite her because we're upset at something that she did on to people on TV is, I just think, a little bit odd and a little bit weird. And I think that, like, we're crossing boundaries that we shouldn't cross because we don't know these people personally. And yeah, she probably should have like trademarked and did all of that stuff, but she didn't, unfortunately. But I'm saying, are you going to start a business now that you bought this stuff, or are you just trying to hold it from her just to be spiteful? Which one is it? Like I said, it would be a difference if somebody wanted to create like their own store underneath that LLC, and they had the same name, or they had similar ideas, but that's not the case here. Like a fan, and I don't personally believe that she knows Arian. At least I don't. But I'm saying that I just don't agree with like what's happening right now. So no, sorry. And thank you so much, LNV, for the super chat. You are everything. Like, one thing LNV gonna do is Give me some love. I appreciate Ellen. Thank you so much. Oh, y'all are warming my heart. But back to Kay. Hello? I can't hear you, Kay. We can't hear you. Your I'll put you back in the background. You might want to try to fix your mic again. And also, Eric, please like the video. But message me in the private chat when you feel like you have everything, situated, Kay. But like, yeah, y'all. So I definitely, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm too nice. Maybe I'm way nicer. But even when I'm roasting Arian, I feel like I'm still giving, life lessons and things that she could take with her, to help build her up. I don't just just throw out insults with no lesson. Like even towards the end of that last video I did about her like having the breakdown on live. Like I got real serious and I was saying things that was gonna help her out of the situation that she's found herself in. Because like who wants to see somebody have a breakdown on social media? That's not enjoyable for anybody. That's not. And I'm not saying that what y'all are doing or is illegal. You can call in if you want. Just make sure that you have a stable connection, and then make sure that your audio is going to be working. But you could just click the link that's pinned in the comment section. And that's all I'm trying to say, y'all. Y'all up there acting like I said that I want to take Arian out on a date. And every single time, like I ask y'all to tell me what about what she did, warrants this. Y'all always start up the song, but what about what she did to Mel? But what about what she did? What about what a witty weed Mel? What like nobody wants to hear that. I need actual facts onto why y'all feel like y'all have the right to go and buy her domain or buy anything regarding her business to be spiteful on behalf of Melody. When Melody is literally living her best life in a mansion, that girl is not thinking about Arian. Y'all up there more upset than Mel is at this point. Melody probably has a whole nother man. Melody's got a man at home. It hurts me, your man's leaving y'all all alone. Okay, but I'll bring up KB. Go ahead.
Okay, let me try one more time. I'm on my
Oh,
computer.
yes, for the audio. That's it. That's it right there.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was on
That's
myself.
it.
That's where it's at. Okay,
Yeah, that's
so
where it's at.
I had said previously, I agree with everybody else. I feel like Ariane keep bringing this on herself, going on live, and she's not monetizing from it. And I feel like that this person tried to take revenge, and I was saying I feel like revenge is the Lord's, and I feel like when you try to go after someone that all that does is bring karma on yourself. And it's for God to humble Ari. She'll get it one day, maybe, but and she may never understand her part in this situation, but it'll come back her in a way, in other ways, and in this guy's job to humble her. But what I was saying to what Pretty Girl New York did, I don't think she did what she set out to do. And I listened to the interview, and she said that she bought her domain. But if you go to I Shop Heiress, it goes to her website. So say if you have a Shopify site, you buy a domain name. You can go into, like, you buy a domain name from GoDaddy. You go into GoDaddy and you can route the traffic. So if Pretty Girl New York owned that domain, she could go into GoDaddy and route the traffic from her website. Normally, you'll have a site, you'll pay for it, and then like if once it goes inactive for a certain amount of time, a person has the ability to come in and buy that domain. But you can't buy a domain from underneath somebody. And also the business name itself is not trademarked. You can go to, it's a public site. You can go to trademark search for patent trade office. It's not trademarked. So if she LLC'd it, so what? How does that take her business? I don't understand what she set out to do. In the interview, she named off Gmail accounts. That's email. What does that have to do with taking her business? So, I mean, my question is, how does she take her business? Even if she one day gets that domain, I mean, Ari could come in and say ishopparis.org if it's available. That doesn't mean she took her business. So I think honestly that she seek revenge. What she did was wasted time. She need to leave that to God. God to get her all by himself.
Like you're saying that if Arian tries to seek revenge or Pretty Girl NY is
No,
trying to
if
seek revenge.
Pretty NY tries to see, I feel like she
So
tried to seek revenge for Melody, and I
okay,
feel like, go ahead.
so I have another question for you. Because hold on, let me go back to that comment. Let me go back out so I can give you what you want, SB. So SB says, I'm leaving hold on. I'm leaving alive if it's not addressed that the lady and Arian had prior beef. It's not what she did to Mel, it's they have beef. By boring to ignore half of the topic. I'm not ignoring half of the topic. I'm allowing all y'all to come up here and say what y'all want to say, but I didn't hear whether they actually had any real beef. And Kay, since you were actually there for the full live and you're here to explain, what is the beef that Pretty Girl NY has with Arian?
Well, she said that Ariane, which a lot of us agree, that she is bold and she's not empathetic. For she doesn't she always say that she was pursued, but she doesn't take her part in it. What everybody, everybody is saying, everybody is in most people are in agreement with that. So she says that, she basically almost like she's defending Melanie. And I don't even understand what she think that she did. I just don't think that I think she set out to do something. But if she owned that domain, she can log in right now. Like, I have a business, I have a website. You go into the GoDaddy and route that traffic somewhere else. So my thing is, if she owns it, then go route the traffic somewhere else. That makes no sense. I think she set out to do something and she just didn't do what she intended to do. No, does she deserve something to come back on her? Of course. I Ari just, I mean, she keeps doing it to herself, and I mean, that goes without saying. But I just don't think what she set out to do is accomplished. She didn't steal that girl's business, and I would challenge her to show me otherwise. I mean, I don't see how you steal somebody's business. It's not like this is she has a board of directors and it's a public traded company. I
The
mean,
way the way she made it sound, at least to me on the live, was like, I bought the LLC, I bought that. So actually, I own iShop Aries. I'm like,
that's
oh, well, how
that.
about
Yeah, I like this. How about this? Let's just, I mean, Ari gonna come back on live and she gonna promote her clothes. Let's see if she keeps able to promote her clothes on her website. And if this is in fact true, then she'll take it. But that makes no sense. That's just to say, like, I can go to for the name is not trademark. You can search that. It's not trademark. So it's not a trademark pending on it either. So I don't understand what it is. So I have a website, so nobody can go in while I have paid for. It's like a lease, like you lease an apartment. I leased it for a year. Now my credit card is on file, but if they try to run it and it doesn't go through, then you can no longer get to my website. And then after a while, you have an opportunity to purchase that domain. But you can't just buy somebody's domain because you want to, because you have an LLC. You can't. And even if she trademarked it, she would have to come back and ask if Ari didn't want to sell it. Even if she trademarked the name, she still couldn't take the domain. She would have to buy it from Ari. All I'm
so
saying is, go ahead.
you're saying that the actual business is not bought, but the name of the business has been bought.
No, I don't understand that's what I'm saying. I don't understand what she's saying that she did. She said she bought the domain, right? Is that what
Yeah.
you?
I mean,
That's
that's
not.
what I mean. Yeah, that's what she said. But you were in there longer than me. Like, so you were able to like. I feel like you probably have a little bit more understanding than I did. Because when I came in, I heard her say that she owns the name of iShop Aries, and the LLC behind it. That's what she said. She bought it.
Okay, so exactly. So I have a website, and if you can't just go and say, oh, I got an LLC on this company, or you can't even say I got a trademark on this company. I want to take this domain. She would have to buy the domain from Ari. If she owned the domain, like I own the domain, I lease the domain. I lease the domain. So if you go into GoDaddy, say if you buy a domain, everybody can go to GoDaddy.com right now. You can search in a web address and you can see if it's available to purchase. If it's being used, obviously it's being used because it's being directed to her shop. You can't purchase it. So how do you purchase a domain address? I think, I mean, it's in everybody's not going to understand, domains and web addresses. I'm IT, so I mean, it just, it is what it is. But you
So
can't just buy somebody's domain that's currently using it. Now, if Ari doesn't pay for her domain, she stopped paying for it, right? They put it back. GoDaddy say, okay, well, you hadn't paid your bill, so you know what? We're gonna go ahead and put this back up. Anybody can purchase it. Then at that point, yes, she could purchase it, but that still does not take her business. She can come in and get a name that's close to iShop Aries and just put that in and route that traffic, because her store is probably 9 times out of 10 the is on Shopify. The
so
domain is just routing it to Shopify. The
okay, so my question is, so we have one person in a comment that says the caller is incorrect. This happens in business all the time. If your domain name is purchased and the business currently using it has not protected themselves, the buyer usually sets the price.
Okay, how do you protect yourself if you buy the domain or you lease the domain? Then tell me, it says if your domain name is purchased as a business is currently using it and not protect, how do you protect yourself? If you want to start a business and you go to GoDaddy and you select a web address, then what are you saying how you protect it? And even so, say if she did take the domain name, she's not taking the store. The domain just routes you, the web address routes you to her storefront, which is probably on Shopify. She can change the name. She can get a new address. She can be like, okay, but I don't want to do I shop ParisShops.com. If it's available, she can go ParisShops.com and route it to her Shopify store. I mean, I can understand she's branded her name. She's not Victoria's Secrets. Nobody knows if you trying to get to her shop, 9 times out of 10, you got to go to her IG, click on the link and be routed to it. Nobody just knows it's iShopParis.com. So if she goes to if she goes to if anybody goes to her IG, she can change the domain and it just routes to her shop. That does not take her business. If Pretty Girl New York goes and trademarks it, then she can say, well, you can't use that name anymore. Like how Kim Kardashian is in a battle with, or somebody filed a lawsuit with her. She was using a name similar to Kim K's beauty line. So if she goes and trademarks that, again, there's no trademark for that name and there's no trademark pending. But if she goes to trademark it, then she can go say, hey, yeah, you got to stop using that name. But so what? She's not branded. It's not like everybody knows her by her shop name. She can change it just a little bit and then and change her address. That's not taking any money out of her pocket. The reason why people go to her site is because she's known from all of this mess.
That's okay. Well, I can understand that. So basically, Pretty Girl NY just basically wasted her money.
She wasted her time. She's not taking. If this girl was, like I said, if Ariane was branded and you knew her from like victoriasecrets.com, then it's an issue. Oh, it's a real issue. You know what I'm saying? But she's not a public traded company. It's not a board of directors like they overthrew it and took her business. All she got to do is change. If she goes and takes a trademark, all she got to do is change her name and change the domain name, which is nothing when you go to her. If how you get to her shop is through her IG page and you click a link, so what?
I feel like you done taught us a lot.
Someone said if she owns the domain, the income is coming in. Y'all don't have the understanding of what domain is. That's not what it is. The storefront makes the money. Shopify makes the money, not the domain name. When she gets a transaction, is it registers through Shopify.
Look,
So you have a storefront, you sell on Shopify or you sell on Etsy. Say if you sell on Etsy, right? People know Etsy. You sell on Etsy. You can have a domain that links you to the storefront on Etsy.
yeah,
So
I get
if you lose that domain, that doesn't mean you lose the ability to make money on Etsy.
like so I 100% what you're saying. Let me try to explain it. So what she's saying is basically that whole website was just a portal to take you or the person to the actual, Etsy or Shopify website to
Exactly.
actually buy the clothes. So all she did was take that specific portal, but all she has to do is give an alternate name to the portal, and then a whole new portal is created to get to Shopify or to get to Etsy to basically sell what she was selling anyway.
Exactly. And if
Got you.
she owned it, and if she was the true owner of it, she said, I took her domain. So if she took her domain, all she has to do is log into GoDaddy and route the traffic from Ari's website if she owns it. Ari could not still get traffic if she owns it. But if she loses, it's no big deal. She's still not losing anything. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, well, I appreciate you for giving us those these nuggets of intelligence that, some of us didn't know anything about, the domains and the websites and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I'm sorry. I was so irritated by this story because, and I definitely don't want to come off like because I'm team male, but I was irritated by this story because it's just not true. Like, it doesn't work like that. So I'm like, she didn't steal her business. Like, I keep seeing these headlines. Her business stolen. Okay, let's see how that works. That she didn't steal her business. And she's not stealing her ability to really make money either. I mean, she can still sell her clothes. I'm repeating myself at this point, but like I said, nobody knows her website by heart. It's not that serious. But that's all I gotta say.
All right, thank you so much, Kay. I really appreciate you coming up.
Thank you.
All right. All right, so the next one up is gonna be Jacqueline. Jacqueline, what's up?
Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm a new subscriber. I love your channel.
Thank you.
I just wanted to say I hear everything everybody's saying. The last caller already explained to everybody everything. But I was a little annoyed about the fact that I heard people coming in and they were like, that we used to be there for her. Y'all see she unhinged and stuff. This is what I would say. I'm 52. Okay? Different generation. But this is what I tell my 30-year-old daughter. You have consequences for your actions, and you make your choices. So you have to lie in that bed and learn how to make a different choice. You can seek and listen to counsel from your elders to get your wisdom. I'm her elder. My daughter wouldn't listen to me. She made more mistakes. Now she listening to me. But it would have helped her. You cannot help a person that don't want to be helped. You cannot. This lesson that this young lady going to have to learn is when she makes a choice to go ahead and learn the lesson. Own it, sit in it, learn it, and then because you learn from the results of your last choice. So when she don't finally admit the results of their last choice, then she'll go ahead and learn from it. All you can do for her is pray for her. And don't sit there and be jacking her up like what she's doing is good. That's the thing that's really upsetting to me. It is not okay to be telling these young women it's okay for you to be a side chick or whatever chick or whatever. That's just crazy to me. You're selling yourself short, even if you're not going to be somebody's wife, be in a committed relationship. Nobody wants to be sloppy seconds. This is going to affect their children, and it's going to affect them girls long term on both sides. What they did was a lasting thing that's going to last those kids the rest of their life. Their whole life has changed. This is not minor stuff. This ain't for no team this or team that. But what people can learn from looking at some of these shows is what not to do, what marriage really is. So this is not a boyfriend and a girlfriend. This is a legal contract. This is a spiritual covenant. This is a soul tie. So it doesn't move the way single people move. It's different.
Yeah, I can understand. What you're saying.
When I hear this generation less in marriage, it affects me. Marriage is a thing that goes on every level. This ain't just dating somebody. This ain't about no sex. Marriage is beyond sex. Sex is a part of it. Love ain't even the primary thing in marriage. You are tied in every area, spiritually, legally. They are one person. His name, her name. You see all male had to do and then had to completely start over. I've been divorced when my husband went out with another woman. You have to completely start over after I built something for 13 years. This somebody is building something with someone. Martell will forever the rest of his life have his daughter looking at him side-eye.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna never trust a man the way she would before because her first love is her father. A girl's first love is her daddy. And she watched the way he treats her mother. Did you hear Tank when he said, don't mess with my mama?
Yeah.
Those kids are affected. It ain't no way to keep it from them. We are in an information age. It ain't nothing no parent can do to keep that information from any of those kids. This has nothing to do with the show. This is beyond the show. When they say love and marriage, you can't put in this side stuff. I'm sitting here looking at this side stuff like, I'm really looking at people thinking it's okay to sleep with somebody and then say, oh, well, he was with me and this. Is you crazy? Are you crazy? Do you know you messing with God? God instituted this. He instituted marriage. That's a covenant with God to be somebody's husband or wife. This is not to be played with. You put curse on yourself. Ain't nothing nobody can do. She got to repent. And this has nothing to do. She got to repent.
Yeah.
She's not repenting. That's why she's losing her mind. People lose their mind when they ain't at peace. And peace comes from God. She got to repent. She losing her mind because she knows she did something wrong and she won't admit it. She'll say it and then she'll unsay it. She'll say it and then she'll unsay it. She'll say it. And every time I see her, I pray for her. And a drunk man don't lie. It took her getting alcohol, y'all, to see everything she's been wanting to say forever.
Yeah.
Drunk people don't lie. That's when they tell the truth. She told the truth about everything. She knows she done got to do. She don't know what to do with it. This ain't her first time with a man. She thought Martell was going to be the forever thing. She left school like a fool for a man. To sit over here because of money. Because it didn't even got nothing to do with Martell. She's greedy. She wanted money. She wanted things and stuff. And now she don't have them things and stuff and she losing her mind. It ain't nothing none of us can do for nobody like that, but pray for her.
Well, you definitely dropping some gems. I felt that deep down in my Leviticus. You know, I felt that.
Something. All you have is yourself.
Yeah.
Your virtue belongs to God. When you sleep with a man, he deposits his spirit in you. Every man you sleep with, a piece of him in you, you start acting like in some kind of way. We are wounded. You better keep yourself tight and pure to yourself. You can't blame no man for you opening your lips. This ain't got nothing to do with Martell. This ain't got nothing to do with Melanie. You can't be, and what you see who he is when he with her, believe me, the two become one. It's because of her. A man's prayers ain't even heard without him being good with his wife. Check that. That's Bible. God don't even hear a man if he ain't right with his wife. Don't nobody have to say nothing on male defense or anything about male, because this ain't about Melanie the person. This is really about the institution of marriage. There is an attack. And yes, there are faithful men. I know a whole bunch of them. I know a whole bunch of others that's celibate. Everybody ain't out here just sleeping around like Millie Willie. This is not the norm.
Yeah, that is true.
So y'all hurt her when y'all give her attention. You want to really help Ariana? Don't watch none of her stuff. Because as long as y'all keep watching and she got that crowd to pom-pom her on, every time somebody pom-pom her on, that ain't nothing but another person keeping her where she is.
Understandable.
She don't need but one person to cheer her along, and she gonna discount everybody else. Now she done made it it's a wife against side chick thing. She trying to get a click of bait. Whoever her management is trying to get her a line. Where the wife going with Melanie and Tish and them, so you take the side chick. Girl,
But I appreciate you giving us your opinion, Jacqueline. And I want to thank you for coming up.
thank you. I look forward to your next one.
No problem. Ooh, child. So many different y'all. We have went to hell. We have went to business school. We have went to IT school. Then we just ended it off with going to church. We are some multifaceted bunches, aren't we? We are a multifaceted type. Y'all, it's been real. I want to thank y'all for coming, being with me, for this last, 2 hours and whatnot. It is very imperative that we watch our boundaries when it comes to trying to seek vengeance on people on the show that we don't know. So that's all. That's my main part. That's all I want us to understand. So yeah, like I said, I don't think that anything Arian has done has been towards us. It's always been towards Melody. But if Melody wants to seek revenge, that's on her. She has that space to do that. I don't think none of us has that right. That's just my opinion. But like I said, doing things spitefully does not equal out to a good outcome. But it is what it is. One more thing, y'all. I really want to tell y'all thank you for liking my video. Hopefully y'all subscribe. I'm trying to tell you, it's lit up in here. Y'all don't subscribe, y'all crazy. But vengeance, that baby was vengeance. Y'all are demons. At this point, y'all are demons. Child. She only got the LLC, which means nothing. Yeah. We didn't do it. One woman did it. I didn't say that you did it. Okay, we get it. Nobody in the comments are pretty girl and why. But listen, y'all, I see that obviously I'm not everything that I say y'all not gonna agree with. Y'all not gonna agree with me, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. But all I'm trying to say is let's just not get too involved in these people's personal lives because we don't really know them like that. That's what I'm saying. All of us as a collective, like we know it wasn't nobody specifically in this chat. Now, if the person who bought the LLC is one of the people that's watching, that's one thing, child. You're coming across a little bit stalkerish. Robin A says the world's smallest violin. I mean, y'all making it seem like I'm Aryan. I'm not complaining. I could care less. I'm just saying that we are starting to come across looking crazy. But it is what it is. I'll talk to y'all soon. Much love, much peace. And if y'all try to tug at my lace again, bitch, we fighting. Period. Bye.